Hello anybody and welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest. I am Mr. Devious, or just Deeb, and in the last episode we did the first 3 levels of Gloomy Gulch, and in today's episode we're going to be finishing up, starting by investigating this tower that I said we were going to investigate in the last episode. So let's go right in. Also, it's not a tower, it's a beehive. So in the last episode, I was talking a little bit about how, Gloomy Gulch is only 5 levels long, and 3 of them are the Haunted Forest levels, and then after that, there's an easy DK coin for you. There's one other level which is very fitting for, this world, the Haunted World, which was Haunted Hall, which I loved. Haunted Hall was in the last episode, and it was the Haunted Roller Coaster. That was great. And this is the level that's kind of the outlier. This is Parrot Shoot Panic. And in this level, this is pretty much the gimmick of the entire level. We jump on this purple parrot, who is not Squawks, but Quawks. Yeah, I know, they have his own name. Don't smash that B. You want to use the box here to bust open this door and find yourself a secret. And it's not the secret you might imagine it is, it's just a Rare symbol. Rare would put its symbol all over the Donkey Kong Country games, so that's kind of neat. And that's how you get your K. I think. Yes, it is. And that brings you back to over here. And if you didn't use that door, you would have just had to drop down here, and you'd have to use Dixie Kong to avoid falling into bees, I think. I think. Don't quote me on that, but that's how you get your K anyway. So yeah, as I was saying, this is the hive level of Gloomy Gulch, and it's kind of a really weird archetype to see here because it's a beehive. There isn't really, I guess you could say, out of all the levels outside of Gloomy Gulch, out of all the archetypes that aren't explicitly haunted, these are the creepiest and the scary, with the things oozing down the screen. And to be fair, it would be extremely terrifying. Okay, let me go, Quawks. Do I have to go to the bottom over there? Okay. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Maybe I wasn't pressing the right button, but now I can't do the frickin'... Okay, then. Oh, I think I see what I had to do. There's another K there if you decide to not go down that secret doorway path, so that's cool. I didn't actually know about that, or I forgot. Probably just that I forgot. Alright, so you actually just gotta jump off, of all things. You gotta hold... Yeah, you gotta hold up and X, and that'll get you through and into the bonus, and not do what I did, which was completely stupid. So, right. I guess that the hives are the most haunted. I mean, that is some super realistic honey we see on the screen there. It's just dripping down, oozing, and possibly ensuring your demise. So we needed Squawks to go through that section, because Quawks, as you can see, is too weak to fly upwards. He is kind of useless. I mean, he just slowly descends, and actually, if you saw that you could jump off of Quawks if you jump up, this means that you can actually do this level by... Bye, Dixie. You can actually do this level by just jumping off him and going down really fast, and if you can use Dixie's hairspin to your advantage, I can imagine that gets pretty dang exciting. Did I miss something? I hope I didn't. Oh, damn it. This is... Oh, man. This is bad. See, this is what I wanted to avoid, but here we are. Looks like I didn't miss that much, though. I don't know why they have all... I mean, I guess I can see why they have multiple Quawks as dividers in this level. I'm not really much of a fan of this level, in complete honesty. It's just, I don't really like the downward trek and the danger of the bees, and even though this was a really hard level when I was younger, it's a lot easier than I remember it being. And it's not really that bad. I mean, as long as you don't jump into the bees, and here we have a good old, bee bashing level. So that's good. Quawks, I'm not sure if it's Quawks or a new parrot that appears in Donkey Kong Country 3, which I won't talk about Also, that's a cool thing that they turn squawks into a TNT barrel that you need to actually finish that bonus level, so that's pretty cool. I only have a K and an N. Well, it looks like I might get Knig, but that's the best I can get. Not a lot really left to say about this level. I mean, of course, the further you get, they're going to put more bees in tighter configurations. Holding up is your best way to get through here. If you don't know that you hold up to slow your descent, then you're pretty much screwed. And going over here is the double benefit of not making you go over to the right really fast. Okay, this is the really hard part of the level that I was remembering from when I was younger. I mean, all this stuff before this is kind of easy, but stupidly so if you don't remember that. I thought there was a secret, but I guess not. If you don't remember that you can hold up to just slow your descent. Conversely, you can hold down to make yourself go faster if the level is going too slowly for you, which is a nice. It's always occurred to me that it would be a very nice benefit in any platformer that has an auto-scrolling level to just have a, dang it, I don't think there's anything left up there anyway, but it seems like it would just be a boon in most platformers with the auto-scrolling levels to have an option to speed up the auto-scrolling, because those are the most annoying levels in the game, because even after you've gotten better at them, you can never do them at your own pace. You try to rush through them, but you can't. You have to wait for the screen, and while it can be fun and intense if the screen scrolling is fast. Oh, this is also the hard part of the level I was remembering. No, don't get the Knig! But yeah, if the level is fast and auto-scrolling, then whatever. I mean, technically, if you think about it, this is an auto-scrolling level. It's auto-scrolling down. But the difference is you only have the one... Well, this is how you get to hit the target with enough force to break it, but... yeah. This was technically an auto-scrolling level. And I guess, in retrospect, since you are able to control the speed of the scroll, that's pretty cool. And just to completely ignore the scroll by jumping off and then just kind of using Dixie. And if you're really good at it, you can get through it really fast. So, doing that, we unlocked 4 paths out of this beehive, which is... well, we could already go the one way, but... okay, so... that's Clubber's Kiosk. And then down is there, and left is here. Okay, I'm getting lost on this map. Sometimes it's not always clear where these paths go, and this is kind of a point that I would put in Donkey Kong Country 1's benefit, is that its map had little rings that indicated what the paths were. I mean, it's not a huge deal at all, and this is kind of like one of the most nitpicky things I could say, but it's something. So now we come to the final level of Gloomy Gulch, Web Woods. I hate this level. I kind of hate this level. For one thing, it's got this gross mist going all over it. That is not webs, that is like a fog, or sandpaper, or sand. It's like a dust storm in here. And then this forest is just kind of ugly to look at. I do not like the color scheme here. The gimmick of the level is okay, but here we have a new type of Cutlass. He will immediately pull his swords out of the ground after he tries to swing them at you. And it's nice that for the one of the first instances you see of him, they can give you a box that you can use to smash open on him. And then they give you a lot of stuff you can kind of smash around here. So I'm just exploring down here, and here are some other Cutlasses. You can also jump on their heads, of course, as per the usual Cutlass method, but it is extremely dangerous. And then you end up dead. It is worth noting, if a green Cutlass does hit you, its swords will get stuck in the ground for a little bit. So that's a nice little mercy that they give the player in this game. So they keep all these skilled Cutlasses out in this spooky, crappy forest that I hate. It's so gross in here. And there might be something up here, and yes, there is, actually. I'm gonna get that treasure chest. The treasure chest. Oh no, and I could have broken it on that bee, but I didn't. And I think there might actually be a bonus up there. I am going to check and see if I can... Nope. Nope. It's a good thing I didn't lose Diddy there. I completely deserved to lose Diddy, but I didn't, so I'm grateful. And for that effort, you get 2 lives, which is actually a great benefit, especially if you're going to be dying like that. Incidentally, if you have been turning off your Super Nintendo, or your Virtual Console, or Actually, they took this game, they took the Donkey Kong Country trilogy off the Virtual Console, which is really sad because it was a great trilogy. Thankfully, I'd already downloaded Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3. Also, something I didn't mention about the TNT clobbers, if you have a keen eye, you might notice ahead of time that their barrels, I guess that's how you're supposed to properly get the treasure chest, but with the 2 lives in it. But anyway, TNT clobbers, if you look at them, the N in the TNT is backwards, so that is your hint. And what was I saying before that? I don't know. I got too far off from my original line of conversation. But yeah, once you get to this point in the game, if you have been, they took the game off the Virtual Console, and that was really sad. But I already got Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, so that's great. So yeah, we have Squitter here. This is why this is Web Woods. The rest of this level we'll be playing as Squitter. But yeah, that 2 live bonus there is a lot of help in this world if you have been turning off your game and have been trouble maintaining lives, because the 2 live bonus is a great benefit. And it's not even a hard 2 lives to get, so there's that. So, as we can see, this level is going to prove to us that Squitter is the best animal buddy in the game, and on top of that, he makes this level actually kind of tolerable and fun to play. He is the best part of this level. And we have Kaboings. I love Kaboings. I already stated this in a few other episodes, but I'm so happy to see them again. They're such a fun enemy. They're just spring-loaded peg legs. That's some real creativity there. Say what you want. Of course, the bananas will indicate the path that you want to take in these levels, like if you want to go up or down with your webs, and I do believe that, no. There's going to be one of these cliffs here, and we're going to have one of our bonuses against one of these cliffs, but this is not that place. I like how with the crooks, when they swing their hooks, if you kill them, the hooks will just keep going, even if they were about to change their velocity backwards and hook backwards. That's like if an Australian threw a boomerang, sorry for racism, if an Australian threw a boomerang, you kill him, and the boomerang just kept going. This is dumb. This is what we call buying time until you have something more, you know, better to say. Something more better. Now, I haven't found any bonuses in this level yet, and it's kind of had me worried. I know some levels don't have many bonuses, but I haven't actually been keeping track of the levels as I've been doing them. Like, I haven't had a guide open next to me, and I don't outright remember what number of bonuses most of these levels have. I've just actually been really fortunate in finding them with, like, muscle memory and that kind of thing. But of course, as we near the end of the game, this is going to get harder to do. And Web Woods stumped me for a while, because even though you get to play as Squitter, and Squitter is the best animal buddy in the game, this level has a bad habit of putting you over tons of gorges where you just don't have a lot of time. Also, these mini neckies are actually kind of threatening to Squitter, because if you don't aim your webs right, they will probably hit you, because as good as shooting webs as he is, Squitter is kind of a big target and kind of ugly. And being ugly is just kind of like, you have no idea how ugly this spider actually is. I'm gonna throw up an actual 3D model of this bastard. Yeah, it's gross, ain't it? Now here, you want to use the rarely known... Yeah, that is your best method. I never knew this when I was playing for the first time, and for years actually, that you could actually influence the direction of the freaking web shot, which makes those cannons a lot easier to deal with. Also, don't shoot too many webs everywhere, otherwise it'll just make the other webs vanish, and you don't want that. On! Well, I think I got Kong in a different level anyway. Yeah, this is where I think it is. Oh, jeez. I hate birds. Yeah, if you keep going down on the bottom side, those bananas actually down there are part of an arrow, which are telling you, hey, there's something back to the left. But there's nothing you can do about it until you go over here, where you will reveal a cannon, who will intermittently shoot this really slow cannonball, which you have to escort all the way back. To the left, to the left. Hey, look, it has a buddy. That's pretty funny, actually. So you escort these all the way back to the left. I mean, it's a creative thing to do, if nothing else. And we will get into our first bonus of the level. Maybe it's the last, or maybe there's another one. I could have sworn there's at least 2 in this level. Ah, we'll see. And it teleports us to a bramble world. I hate this level. Like, I like bramble levels, I do, but I don't like them when they appear in other levels as an excuse to have spiky floors. It's kind of a jerk thing to do. So your best bet here is not to jump, but to make sticky platforms that are right next to each other. So you build yourself a bridge rather than spaced platforms that don't give you a lot to do. Here is the cannon who helped us. He died. Heart attack. Can't prove otherwise. Who's gonna believe you were killed by a spider web? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But that they made the spider the shooter enemy, the platforming spider enemy, I don't know. This is kind of in line with what I was saying about, you know, how I really liked how, Squiggly? Not Squiggly. Radley. Jeez, why was that so hard? I really like that they made Radley the platforming character, the jumping-based animal buddy, even though he's a snake, and snakes, even though they can coil and, well, another problem with this level is it's just way too long. Because the game likes to have these big over bottomless pit sections where you have to shoot webs to keep going, you're constantly stopping and going, and it takes freaking forever to get anywhere around here, and I can't stand it. Now what I like in this game though is that when you do die, you get to keep your DK coins and your Creme coins that you got while you were in the level, even if, you know, like you don't have to complete the level to preserve your ownership of the, god damn it! Okay, I think that we've gotten past, and as you can see, they are doing the same gimmick again, I think. So don't shoot your webs too much here, or you might risk hitting the friend that will help you get where you want to go. And as you can see, if you come up to the peaks up here, it'll help you get rid of these kaboings. The green kaboings are more dangerous than the gray ones. Now this one you don't have to go across the whole freaking level in a super slow-mo sequence. You just need to walk with it, and that's nice. Even though they use the same gimmick twice, I mean, it's kind of funny that they did the easier one after the really neat and kind of cool one, the slow-mo one. But I digress. And here we have Rare putting their symbol into two levels in a row in this game, and that's kind of silly. Rare, you guys, I love you guys, but you are such silly narcissists. So now we're up to 60 Creme coins in the game, which means there are only 15 left, and that's pretty cool that we are up to 4 out of 4 of 5, 80% of all of the things in the game. And I think that's both Creme coins in the level, so that's nice. Now with that we get our G, and the worst part of this level is right there. You saw it. Yeah, that's right. In addition to this level being just kind of gross and kind of super long, way longer than it needs to be for a level where you have controlled platforming, they do this. You have this one banana, and then the DK coin for a flash second. And if you miss that DK coin, you have to do the entire level over again from the very beginning. And this level, as you saw, takes forever to do. I mean, I guess you didn't see the entirety of it because it's mostly on replays. If you get to this level and you just get this on the first try, good for you. And that's really lucky, but I really don't want to miss this DK coin. Okay, so yeah, biggest lesson is don't fire at the DK coin, and I know I seem to be taking a long time, but that's because I really don't want to miss this. Okay, we're gonna do this. Oh god, I thought I fired, but I didn't. Okay. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I hate everything. I hate Web Woods. I mean, I don't even have to get the DK coin. I'm just getting it because I want to get it, because it's right there staring me in the face, and this is a comprehensive Let's Play. We are getting that DK coin. Could they at least have done it in a shorter level, or at least a more fun level? Alright, here we are again, trying to get this freaking DK coin again. God, I hate this level. Got it! Thank God. Whew. You don't want to do it exactly when the banana shows up, when the single banana shows up, and you definitely don't want to hit it when the DK coin appears. You want to do it like at the very last second that the banana is visible, and that's all I can really say on that. But yeah, that is the end of Web Woods, and that is the end of the levels in Gloomy Gulch. But as you can see, we have ascended through Gloomy Gulch to this mysterious crow nest that has been haunting us in the distance. And do you remember when I said back in Crocodile Cauldron something something that was kind of foreshadowy? Well, look at that name. Because now we are at the boss of Gloomy Gulch, and not only is that name familiar, it is in fact our old friend, Crow. He's back from the dead! Wah! So yeah, this is Creepy Crow. This is the same level type and everything, except whereas it was foggy in the first time we fought him, it is raining. And oh yeah, he's a ghost now because we killed him. In case Crocodile Cauldron kind of, you know, Crocodile Cauldron removed any mystery that he was dead, that he is dead. We killed him in cold blood and he wants revenge. Now, I don't think this was always going to be the case. Like I was talking about in Haunted Hall, there was that character Mr. X, who was that ghosty Kremlin guy, Admiral guy, who might have been the boss for this world instead of Creepy Crow. Now, Creepy Crow is a pretty cool concept as a boss, as a ghost, even though it's kind of strange that you hit him with barrels. I mean, what is this wood made of? Yeah, I got nothing. Holy crosses? I don't know. But yeah, this level is quite dangerous, and even though Dixie is usually good in a situation, this is really Diddy Kong's level to shine, where you can just navigate around these freaking eggs as they fly at you. But yeah, we come up to the very top of Crow's second nest, and we are going to hit him again, and you want to avoid that because that'll kill you, and of course, in case it wasn't obvious, it's hitting the real neckies that causes the barrels to appear and gives you, you know, your thing to do. If you don't hit the real mini Necky, the live one, then, you know, Necky will just come down and slam, well, not Necky, but Crow will come down out of the sky and try to kill you. And here we have our thing, and we don't want to destroy it preemptively because Crow is pretty dangerous in his form as a ghost, even though you didn't think he would be. So this is a pretty fitting final boss for, not final boss, but boss for Gloomy Gulch, even though I do think it's kind of like, Crow is probably my least favorite of the bosses when he's not a ghost, and I wasn't exactly clamoring to see him again. Now, the GBA version of the game, interestingly, removes any suspicion by making his ghost fly out. At the end of his first fight, his ghost flies out and flies away, and it's like, oh, you're probably going to be fighting him later. And I don't really approve of that because, well, it removes any mystery. Really, I think there was some wasted potential here, but Crow isn't a bad fight. I do like the Crow fight. Just climbing up, it's a level and a boss fight at the same time, and there aren't any other bosses like this, and for that, he does stand out and is unique, even though you bash him with barrels. So, we get up back to the top, and as you can see, this part is dangerous. Your best bet is not to jump on the ghost neckies. If you do that, you're going to have a bad time. And you can platform back and forth, and we get our third barrel, and Crow will not do what we want and slime into us. Okay, I don't want to die again. Oh, he does it twice. I forgot about that. Well, guess I'm climbing the tower again. Dang it! So now we are back up at the top for what? What time is this? It's a pretty big time, and that's another method you can do if you don't want to dodge between these guys, is just do that, and then he will fly at you really fast from off-screen, so you just gotta be ready, and there we go! Hit him 3 times, and he explodes. And this is, quite honestly, the best place for you to play the guitar as that riff plays. But as you can see, that is the end of Gloomy Gulch. We defeated Creepy Crow, we got all the Krem Kong coins and the DK coins, and we've cleared the rest of the island. We've scaled most of Crocodile Isle now, and all that's left is K. Rool's Keep at the very top. So, in the next episode, we are going to be taking on K. Rool's Keep, the final world, in the next one. I hope to see somebody then.